It's time for another round of cooking for my family and I, and today I'll be sharing with you my jollof rice recipe. Guess what? We'll be making this in less than 5 minutes. Let's get right into it. I have my clean sliced onions. I've got my gizzard, beef, some chopped garlic, ginger, onions, and green pepper for seasoning the gizzard and also prepping the plantain. I'll be pairing my jollof rice with kilewele. Blended tomatoes, canola sunflower oil, seasoning powders. I'll also be pairing it with some sausages and of course a bowl of rice. Let's get right into it. So I'll go ahead and steam my gizzard. Okay, so I added my gizzard, blended ginger, garlic, onion, and green pepper. I added some salt to taste. Added my sankofa ginger and garlic powder, kivo, rosemary, and I added some water, gave it a stir, and then covered it to cook. So while it was cooking, I had to go straight to getting my stew ready for the jollof rice. And then I poured some sunflower oil, added my beef, allowed it to fry a little. I went to check on my gizzard and it was cooking really well. Covered it, went back, added my sliced onions and green pepper, and I gave it a stir, added some curry and gave it a stir, allowed it to simmer a bit, added my blended tomatoes. And with this one, on a normal, I normally cook the tomato a bit separately, then I pour it into it so it becomes a bit thicker. But then I didn't have time, so I had to directly pour it inside. So I allowed it simmer a bit before I went in with my tomato paste. Then I gave it a good stir, covered it, and allowed it simmer a bit before I continue with the next step. Now, your stew should look like this. You see how thick it is? Yes. Now I went in with my powdered pepper, gave it a stir, and I added the stock from the gizzard I cooked earlier and also gave it a good stir. Now while waiting for that to simmer before I go in with my rice, I would go ahead and then earlier and also gave it a good stir. Now while waiting for that to simmer before I go in with my rice, I would go ahead and then fry my sausages, gizzards, and kilewele. Then I went straight to check on my stew and it was really going well, so I went straight ahead to add my seasoning powders, gave it a stir, allowed it to simmer for at least a minute or two, and then went right into adding my rice. Gave it another stir, added some water, salt to taste, covered it to cook. To fry my sausage, I had to go ahead and then fry my gizzard, and of course checked on my jollof rice. And tell me, guys, how do you see this jollof rice? So I gave it a stir, added some water, and then covered it to cook. So with my kilewele, I had already prepped it with the ginger, garlic, and onion I used for seasoning the gizzard. So I went right into adding some powdered pepper and some salt to taste, and then began to fry. So guys, I checked on my jollof rice and see how soft it's becoming. So I'm just trying to make this my mommy's taste. I usually like my jollof soft, like very soft, but my mommy likes it 1-1 yeah, so I'm trying to make it come out the way she likes it. And just like that, our jollof rice is ready. With this, I was actually contemplating whether or not to add the plantain to the jollof rice or not, because I want that assorted vibe. But then I later added it. Then my mom came, she was like, I was like, oh, tell you or not, it won't do anything. And I knew this food was going to get finished like the next morning because I made this in the evening. So I added the rest of the kilewele, just like that. And guys, food is what? I didn't hear you. Food is what? It is ready. See how the rice 1-1, like my mommy's taste, just like how she likes it. She loves it. So this is it. See you on another episode of Cooking for My Family and I. Write in the comment section which